after getting your torsional reinforcement, we will compare your um, shear naman. So how do we get, or how do we uh, compare your um, ultimate shear to your, how do you compare your demand to capacity? So second one is, your VU is greater than dapat sa VC mo. So what is the formula for your VC? 0.17. Okay, 0.17 FC prime BWD. So your VC is equal to 0.17 square root of FC prime BWD. So your VC is equal to 0.17. Your FC prime is square root of 20. B is 400. Your depth, okay, we don't have a effective depth yet. So let's compute muna pala dito yung effective depth mo. Your effective depth is equal to 600 minus your stirrups, 40 minus 10. Okay? Minus 10 minus minus 10 over 5, 55, 55. You're going to use your main diameter, yung maraming reinforcement, that is 20 minus 20 divided by 2. Your effective depth is equal to 540 mm. So this is 540. Your VC is equal to, okay, let's compute, 0.17 times square root of your 20 times 400 times 540. We get your VC, that is equal to, terms of kilonewton na lang, so 164.216.8 kilonewton. So your VU, or let's compute your VBC. VBC is equal to 0.75 of your 164.2168. VBC 0.75 times 164.2168. Your PBC is equal to 123.1626 kilonewton. Since your VU is equal to 120 kilonewton, this is less than your VC. PBC na 123.1626 kilonewton. Okay? Pag ganyan, if your ultimate shear is less than your PVC or yung required, you need to have your shear reinforcement is required. Shear reinforcement is required. Okay. Next, after getting your we need to check if your section is adequate. Checking if your section is adequate. Okay. Checking your checking section adequacy. Yan. We have to check if your section is adequate. So, we've given this equation. This equation is given by okay. Yan. VU over BWD, this is squared, plus TUPH over 1.7 AOH. Dapat naka-squared yung yan. Squared is less than or equal to your phi times VC over BWD plus 2/3 of your FC prime. So we are comparing your applied stress. This is your applied stress versus your resisting factors. Okay, so this is in terms of MPA. This is in terms of MPA also. So let's compute. Let's compute. Okay, your VU, that is 120 times 10 raised to 3 in terms of Newton divided by 400 times 600 . 400 times 600 in term n squared plus TU. Your TU is 40, so 40 times 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Yan. 1.7 divided by 1.7. Yung AOH pala natin, we're not yet have your AOH. So, natin kunin yung AOH natin. So, I'm going to copy this. Copy natin to. Since your AOH, you have to get your X and Y muna. Rectangular section. So, let's get your X and your Y. Okay? Ano natin yung X natin dito. Then your Y then. Ayan. So this is for your Y, this is for your X. And this is for your Y. Okay. Yan. Your X and Y, paano ba natin kunin yung X natin? Your X is, okay, your X is equal to 400, yung base, minus dalawa ng concrete cover, minus 2 times ng 10 over 2. This is for stirrups. So your X is equal to 310 mm. And for your Y, this is 600 minus 2 times 40 minus 2 times 10 over 2. So you have 510 mm. So pati kuha ng AOH. Your AOH is equal to X times Y. So 310 times 510, this is equal to 158,100 mm squared. PH naman, perimeter, 2 times your X plus Y, 2 times 310 plus 510, you will get 1640 mm. Okay? So, substitute the given, so your applied stress, 1.7, 1.7, AOH na 158,100 squared, this is squared, this is equal to 0.55 MPa. Next, your fee for resisting naman, 0.75 times your VC na 164.2168 times 10 raised to 3 divided by 400 times 600 plus 2/3 of your square root ng FC prime. Your FC prime is equal to 20. We'll get 2.81 MPa. Since your applied stress na 0.55 is less than your resisting na 2.81 MPa, your section, you conclude that your section is adequate. And ibig sabihin, adequate yung section natin. Next, how do we get your AH naman? AH. Let's go with AH. Your AH is equal to your 2 times 80 over S plus AV over S. This is for torsion. This is for shear. Okay? Let's compute your 80. 80 over S is equal to Tn over 2AO FYT cotangent degree. So your theta here is 45 degree. Then do we get your Tn? So phi Tn is equal to Tu. Your Tn is equal to your Tu divided by your phi. Your Tu here is 40 kilonewton. 40 kilonewton meter divided by 0.75. Your Tn is equal to 53.3333 kilonewton meter. Okay? So, how do we get your AO? Your AO naman, in computing for your AO is 0.85 of your AOH. So, AO is equal to 0.85. Your AOH is 158,100 mm squared. So, your AO is equal to 1343.85 square millimeter. Then, your FYT naman is equal to 275 MPa. So, ang gagawin na natin, let's solve your 80 over S. This is equal to your Tn na 53 point. Okay, in terms of Newton mm, times 10 raised to 6 Newton mm divided by your 2 times AO na 134385, FYT na 275, cotangent 45, this is equal to 1 lang naman. So 80 over S is equal to 0.472 mm squared over m. Okay? So 80 over 2S is equal to 0.944 mm squared over mm. So, sa AV naman tayo. We're done with the torsion. Let's go with your shear naman. So, your shear AV over S naman. AV over S. This is equal to VS over FYT D. Your VU, since your VU is equal to phi of your shear ng concrete, shear ng stirrups. So VS, your VS equal to VU phi minus your VC. VS, your VU is 120 kN. Meron pa yung phi na 0.75. VC is equal to 164. 0.2168 kilonewton. Your VS equal to negative 4.2168 kilonewton. So, okay. Let's solve for your AV over S. AV over S was to VS na negative 4.2168 kilonewton divided by yung 275 times let's say Newton na lang natin. So this is negative. So this is times 10 raised to 3 Newton. Your D is 540. AV over S is equal to negative 0.0186 mm squared over m. So your AH natin equals to 280 over S plus AV over S. Since yung AV natin is negative, so 280 is 0.944 minus 4 negative 0.0186. You will get your EH 0.9254. Okay, so let's get your S. So, your S is equal to AB over AH. AB mo is pi over 4, 10 squared over AH mo now 0.9254. You will get 8, 84.87, or let's say this is equal to 75 mm, nearest 25. So, for S max naman, equal to your pH over 8, then 1640 over 8, S max mo naman is equal to 205 mm or 300 mm. So we choose going to choose the lowest. So we use S equal to 75 mm. This is your spacing. Okay. Next, kapag longitudinal reinforcement naman, ganun din. Longitudinal reinforcement,